Hey, I'm trying to film here. Heathens? Hey, 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 come here. You need some love? Is that what you need? You need some love? Are you feeling neglected? Go outside. They mind so good. Steve, lay in some Wild America theme. Bum ba dum 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 dum. Ba da 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 da. Psychos. Roll the intro.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Let's go build something cool.
Today we're doing LSA things. This is Victor's Nova. This is an LSA out of like a CTSV ZL1. It's a 6.2. It's got itty bitty pulley and some tuning and 6-speed. And we're doing the wiring on it. This thing don't play fair. This is bringing a gun to a knife fight. This thing makes 630 to the tire. Got some billet specialties. It's been sitting for a little bit. We mounted a 67 Camaro console, 68 Camaro console. It is a 60/60 6-speed, and we're doing all the wiring. So we got a bunch of stuff done. You know, doing wiring, relocating the battery, you know, doing all kinds of fun things. We're not doing a wiring video today. Today we're going to do something a little different. Now for something completely different. On the side of the block down here near the starter, you can see it lit up. There is a bolt hole down near the engine. It's like a boss right down here. Right near the engine mount, kind of above the starter. And I've got some wiring. Crank position sensor, knock sensor. Those things need to be retained. Otherwise they're going to rub on the starter and it's going to be a problem. We're trying to do our wiring, maybe not motorsport level, but, you know, club level. Well, you know, this ain't an F1 car, but it's still got to be right. So, what I need to do is I need a retainer. This is an Adele clamp, or those of you that follow Bad Obsession, we call them P-clips.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad, mate.
Because that's what the Bad Obsession boys call them. So, you know, it's a thing. The problem here is the hole in this guy is 5/16 or 8mm, and the hole in the block is M10 by 1.5. And I've dug around through all my stash, and I don't have a double-ended stud for just such a thing. But I did find this one that's M10 by 1.5. I don't really know where it came from, just in my like box of mystery bolt arrangement over there. And we got to turn this thing down. And we don't have a big lathe that's hooked up. I do have a nice lathe, but it's not here. I do have this little guy, the little Harbor Frizzy apparatus. You'll notice we buy a lot of stuff from Harbor Frizzle. And we're going to turn that down. So we're going to talk about how to do that. I am not a machinist. I want to preface, I am not a machinist, ladies and gentlemen. I can, however, face off some bushings and turn some stuff down from time to time. So, first thing I did was I grabbed me an M8, and this is a later model stuff, so I want to keep it metric. If it's old school, I like to keep it standard. On the chassis, everything is SAE. On the motor, everything's metric. So, there's no reason in mixing stuff up any more than that. So, I found an M8 bolt. The outside diameter is 7.8mm. So first thing we got to do is chuck this dude up in the lathe, and we got to turn this M10. We got to take a mil off of this, 1mm, and we're going to turn it down to that 8mm outside thread and make it happen, Captain. We're gonna turn it. I'm gonna show you how I do this. Maybe not how a machinist would do this, but we can get it done. I am not a machinist. Let's see if I overshot it and screwed up the only piece I have. 8.92. Alright, we gotta go a little further. Hey, I only went half the distance. That's cool. Half the distance to the goal. no A-bomb 79. That's for dang sure. 8.5. Okay, so I went half the distance again. So here. There we go. .30. I did half the distance again. Well, could be worse. I could have gone twice the distance. So. All right, $7.99. That's where we want to be. Let's make it happen. All right, so we got our M8 by 1.25 die. It's not a tap, it's a die. Taps go on the outside or inside. Little PB blaster. I'm not going to turn this on because I'm not that good. So I'm going to do it with this extension off of the head. Alright, well, since that's spinning, check this out. There we go. Boy, I'm just really not good at this. Just sheared the screw off. I told you kids I'm not a machinist.
I told you kids to get out in there!
That's cute. Alright, another tool. Guess what? This is where we get total redneck. You ready? Alright, let's see if this works. Even though I'm complete and total trash at this point. By the way, CodyCrafted LLC, available for all your precision machining needs. In case you were wondering. Sure, man. We can make a bolt. All this for a bracket for a wire.
You gonna hack us up like the others?
I'm not hacking. I'm going above and beyond. Get it straight. Come on. Okay, I want to try something. Which is probably not the smartest move, but I'm going to try it. Because so far this is working okay-ish. Let's get this set up off of here. Knock the chips out of our die. I'm going to leave it on here. Let's go. We're in low range. We're going to turn our speed all the way down. We're in forward. Okay. Alright, y'all ready for this? Let's see how crappy this does. This is the part where I probably really screwed something up. But I'm going to try it. There we go. Oh yeah, no, the little harbor frill, they don't have enough booty. Okay, I guess we'll see how this goes. This is going to take for freaking ever. But this is what we do here. Like literally. This is how I want to do it, so this is how I'm going to do it. And Victor's going to be happier with the end result, and that's what matters. And I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not being facetious here. I'm not being satirical. Like, literally, that's the case. Well, there might be a better way to do it, but my ADHD is committed at this point. I can't stop now. Can't stop, won't stop. Luckily, it has this hex, otherwise I'd be completely janked. Or I'd have to double nut it and grab it with the jaws like that. One of these days I'll have a real... I mean, we could have threaded this, I guess, but I honestly don't even know how to do that the right way. I don't have the tooling to cut threads that's designed for cutting threads. And I don't have... Oh, I guess we do. If I change the gears, but I don't even know that I have the rest of the gears. I bought this off of a retired gentleman who has since passed away for a couple $100. But here's the deal. The end result is what we're after. And that's really what matters. Okay, now we're gonna try reverse. Ready? Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, that don't work. So, things that you can't do with a Harbor Freight mini lathe. Thread M8 studs. At least not. Not with this equipment. But that's okay. I'm sure there's somewhere an application, and somebody could jump in the comments and tell me. Be like, oh man, if you'd order a whatever alternator thing for whichever kind of, you know, obscure Cavalier or some crap. There's a GM part number BR549. No, we don't have time for that. It's a Monday. Nobody's here. It's just me and the dogs. And this is what I'm trying to do. So, reverse. God, look at that. See, isn't that nice? Come on now. Do a little cleanup on the edge. See if we can put a little chamfer. Make it easier for that to start. There we go. See, that's better. Let's check our bracket, even though we're already done. Hey, see, look, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? All right, let me grab the nut, because I didn't bring it. And we'll check that. Oh, come on. Ah. Is that 1.25, 1.5? Ah, crap. Back to the bolt bin. Oh, look, it's the bug. Oh, look, it's a pallet of Dobinsons. Alright. That one goes in the randos. Let's see here. Let's see. M8 by 1.25. Wait, no, that's what we did. I'm just trying. I guess I jacked it up. Hold on. Shake it, baby. Okay. Come on. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Oh, yeah. See, we're just going to clean it up a little bit. No problem. Hey, gabagool. Well, that only took a half an hour. Aww. How bad are those jacked up now? Damn it. There's another trick. Back to the toolbox. Here we go. Fast forward. Alright, we'll link to this in the description. This is Lang Tools 40-piece rethreading set. This is a money saver. Alright, M10 by 1.5. That guy right there. We need a wrench. It's going to be 17. Yep, that's it. Okay, back over here. Alright, this is locked down. Thread chase kit doesn't cut things, it just cleans it up. So, we're going to start it like this. I'm going to grab it like this. And I'm going to go all the way down. Forward. Okay. See? No problem. It's all about having the right tool. These things will save you so much money. If you pop the tie rod and kind of booger up the end of the tie rod when you just had to put it back together, and you weren't actually replacing the tie rod, I left my part. Whoops. If you weren't replacing the tie rod and you just had to like pop it off to do whatever it is you were doing, and you put it back together, and you kind of nick the end of the thread, use the thread file and the chase, and fix the dang thing. Look at that. Mom, I'm not completely useless. All those years of holding the flashlight for Dad, I finally learned something. All right, let me get under the car. I'll show you where this goes. Okie dokie. Well, that pretty much covers how we did this. There's a half hour's worth of work just to keep this wire from hanging up on things. Figure while I'm under here, I'll show you guys this thing. So if you see this box right here, this little terminal, let's see, there we go. Let me do that for you. My magnet won't stick to anything because it's stainless. Okay, so this is your main power feed to your circuit breakers for the alternator charge wire and the main juice for the chassis wiring. These are your ECU powers. There was about 9 things stacked on the post on the starter, but I didn't like that, so we came up with this situation. The charge wire was running underneath the cross member and like zip tied in here and all that stuff, and I didn't like that, so we got rid of that. Up top, that main power feed comes up right here, and then it feeds into these 2 circuit breakers. This is your charge wire coming off the alternator to feed into the whole system. We got a big chassis to body ground there. There's another one underneath, and then this main power feed goes into the fuse block. So that way all your chassis wiring gets finished up, or gets juiced up. Excuse me, hiccups. Gets juiced up from there. Here's our alternator charge wire coming off of the 140 amp alternator right there. And this is our front harness. As you can tell, still got a little bit of tidy up to do back here. Most of that we're not going to use. That's like electric fans and stuff. That's all tied into the ECU. Let's see. We got our headlight connections. A little bit of tape left to go on here, but otherwise all this looks pretty good. Like I say, there's your electric fan, horn. We don't have a horn on the car right this second, so I'm just going to kind of leave that bundled up for now. What else? Let's see. And we got all this fun stuff. Y'all can't see it. There we go. So everything's tagged, taped, labeled, headlight switch, all this other stuff. Steve-O actually took the 1968 one-year only Chevy 2, because in 68 it's not a Nova, that was in 69. Whatever. So the 68 cluster has the ignition switch on the dash, not on the column. 69 through 76, it's the other way. It goes into the column and whatnot. So there's a one-year only 68 bezel. We've also got the Dakota Digital dash going in. As you can tell, there's all our fun wiring diagrams and whatnot displayed out. This is American Auto Wire 510201. Most of this, other than the fuses and relays, we're just about done with. Steve and I have been chipping away at this on Saturdays, because with wiring, you got to stick your head in on it, and like you got to have everything going on and wrap your head around it, and trying to run two businesses, 2 sides of the business, trying to run 2 shops and get all this other stuff done with 2 other mechanics on staff. Because we're in the weird stuff business. That's right. We do things that other people don't want to do. There's other people that are wire this, but some of the engine swaps and stuff, some of the work we do, it's just kind of weird. So my guys always have a lot of questions, and I get interrupted, and I can't get interrupted when you're wiring stuff, because I lose my train of thought. It's my ADD. I can't help it. Anyways, we appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. If you got anything else, I know this was kind of a weird one, but a lot of our videos are weird now. So if there's anything else you want to see how we do, please jump in the comments. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. And we thank you. Check out the merch store below. Like, subscribe, share, all that fun jazz. You know how it be. Thank you.